Good morning and happy Monday. I'm coming on here to start the new weekly vlog. It's earlier than I usually start because I woke up super early this morning. It is like 9:45. Today I don't have work, so it's a day off for me, and I have not read as much as I wanted to this month in July. So today we are going to challenge ourselves to read as much as possible. We are going to start, I think, around when Charlotte leaves for work and read until she gets home. So I have quite a few books up and I'm just going to see what sticks. So I don't know what I'm exactly reading yet, but these are the books that I have. And I've talked about some of them already in like previous vlogs, but that's because I haven't been reading as much as I wanted to, which is part of why I'm doing this today. So first up, we have A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir. This is the second book in the Ember and the Ashes quartet, and I'm really excited to get to it. So hopefully this is a really quick read for me. Next, we have Flawless by Elsie Silver, which is a cowboy romance, and I really loved the last cowboy romance I read. So again, I'm hoping that this would be a pretty fast and enjoyable read for me. Next, we have a pretty short one, and that is Days at the Murasaki Bookshop by Satoshi Yagasawa. This is very short, and it's one of the 5 books that I wanted to read in July for summer reading. So I haven't read any of my July picks yet, so hopefully I get to at least some of them because July ends in like 3 days. And then the last book that I've picked out to bring out to the living room with me is Long Shadow by Olivia Atwater. This is also one of the 5 books that I picked to read in July. This is a Regency fairy tale, and it's sapphic. So I loved both of the first 2 books in this little trilogy. The first one I gave a 5-star, the second one I gave a 4-star, so I'm really looking forward to this one because I think we revisit some of the characters from the first one in this one. So anyway, this is what we're planning on reading this week, and I'm hoping to maybe finish like 2 today. That would be incredible. That's what I'm hoping for. So welcome to the vlog. Welcome to my little mini reading challenge within the reading vlog, and I'll check in later. Currently I have this guy running around causing chaos, absolute chaos, and it is too early for that. It's too early. Hello, this is like my first check-in, and I've been reading for about an hour and 45 minutes, and I managed to finish Days at the Murasaki Bookshop. This is a work of translated fiction from Japanese, and we have our main girl, Takako, and she is going through a breakup, and she quits her job, and she's feeling very depressed, and her uncle calls her and asks her to come help him at their family's secondhand bookshop, the Murasaki Bookshop. And from there, she discovers a love of reading, she makes some new friends, she reconnects with her uncle, and then at the same time that she is coming to help him, he has also suffered a loss. His wife randomly left him about 5 years ago, and so the two of them together are finding connection and joy and love together. And then just as she's starting to feel more comfortable, his wife comes home, but it's just very cute. It's very short, very like it's just a very sweet tale about finding joy again after having after being very depressed and going through some very difficult things, and that just because you are depressed doesn't mean that there's not a way to rediscover joy and rediscover a love of living and, you know, and connection with other people. But I just thought it was really sweet. I think I'm going to give it 3 stars. I'm also having to redo my nails. I did them this morning before I started the vlog, but they kept getting messed up. So I took all of my nail polish off, and now I'm redoing it. I'm still not sure I'm loving the white, but I want to give it a chance. So we're gonna go from there. I do think the next book that I'm going to start is going to be Long Shadow by Olivia Atwater. These were 2 of the shorter reads on my list, so I'm starting out with those, and then we can move into some of the longer ones. But I also think that this one will be just a really quick, easy read. It's a cozy, romantasy, Regency fairy tale story, so I'm just really excited to get cozy. It's also rainy today, so it's like the perfect day to be doing this, like almost like reading challenge to see how much I can read in a day. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's the update. I'm going to be starting this in a little bit, and then I'll probably have some lunch because we are getting into the early afternoon. So I took a break because Vincent came to pick up Augie. He's bringing him to his dad's house this week. And then I went to the grocery store. So now I'm about to start again, and we're going to finish Long Shadow. And it's 7:08, and Charlotte gets out of work at 9. So we have like 2.5 hours before she gets home. And another book has been finished today. So we have read these 2 books so far. We've been reading for about 5 hours today, which is pretty good. I do have, I think I'm going to at least start Flawless by Elsie Silver, but I don't think I'm going to finish it today, but that's okay. I'm really pleased with the amount of reading I've done today. I at least made some progress in the summer books that I wanted to read, which I hadn't at all. So, very pleased. I'm going to take a tiny break, I think. I am going to get comfortable, and we're going to start with Flawless. Moving to the bedroom to finish up the night. That's 7 hours. We've done pretty good. And it's 10:45. And I'm so far 138, if it will focus. 138 pages into my 3rd book. Such a successful day of reading. for Instagram, but Midnight says it's time to be pet. Hey, pretty girl. Hello, everyone. It's Thursday, and it's my day off, and it's in the afternoon, and I haven't updated you. I did do a little bit of reading today in Flawless by Elsie Silver. I was hoping to have finished it before July ended. That did not happen. It's okay. I think I have some other things to update you on as well, but my brain's not entirely here right now. So I'll collect my thoughts and report back. I am going to redo my nails. I tried with the white, didn't like it, really hated it actually. So I'm going to try a different color today. I should be doing some other things, and I should especially be reading or writing or doing my laundry, but you know, we're just not feeling great today, and so I'm taking it easy. I don't know what's going on with me the last few weeks. What I do know, what was on my face? Oh my god, could you guys see that? I can say for sure that my lack of motivation is causing me to not get things done that I want to get done, and that is also having a negative impact on me and causing me to continue to have no motivation. So I do need to be a little rough on myself and like force myself to get some things done. But just like in this moment, that's not what's happening. What I am going to do is I'm going to paint my nails and watch Gossip Girl until my nails are dry. Once my nails are dry, then we're going to do some things. We're going to get at least one or two things done. Either we're going to finish Flawless and we're going to work on our laundry, or we're going to write and work on our laundry. I think what I'm going to do is finish Flawless so that I'm not carrying it super over into August. Because if I finish it today, then I'm only behind one day in August and not multiple days like I was in July, which really affected my reading. So that's the update. I have eaten some lunch, which is good because I feel a little bit more alive than I did in the first half of the day. So yeah, that's the plan. So that's my check-in, and I will check in later today, I promise, and let you know how things went. Hey, it's been many hours, and I didn't finish Flawless, but I did do some laundry, and I also painted my nails. So we're gonna call it a semi-win. But now I am getting in bed because it's late, and I do have to work tomorrow, but I am going to continue reading Flawless on my Kindle until I fall asleep. Hello, friends. I don't know if you can tell by how dark it is outside, but it's been like 24 hours since I updated you. I had my first closing shift at work today, so that was an experience, and I didn't do much before work, so sorry. I did finish Flawless by Elsie Silver yesterday. I refused to go to sleep until I finished it, and then I think I forgot to talk about Long Shadow when I finished it. So I thought we could talk about both of these books, and their color schemes kind of match. So let's do it. So Long Shadow by Olivia Atwater is about our main girl, Abigail. She is the adopted daughter of the main characters from the first book in this series have a soul, and she is learning to be a wizard. And there is a bunch of girls that are dying, and their ghosts are going missing. And she has to work to figure out what's going on and what's causing these girls to die much sooner than they should be dying. And she works with this girl named Mercy that she meets along the way, and to discover this mystery. So there's like a murder mystery kind of story happening at the same time as this kind of Regency romance is happening. And I liked the romance. I liked the banter between Mercy and Abigail. And I really enjoyed that aspect of the book. But where I felt that this book kind of struggled in relation to the other books is that the other books had a lot of commentary, social commentary, that was very obvious throughout the book. It was very clear what the book was trying to talk to you about, and I didn't feel like I got the same vibes from Long Shadow as I did on the other ones. So in the afterword, her main character, Olivia Atwater, talks about the Hays Code in the 60s. I'm not sure when the Hays Code was going around, but it was for a long time. And essentially, if you don't know, the Hays Code was something that happened in American cinema. It was an informal code regarding queer characters because they were only allowed on screen if they were eventually punished by the story in some way. So they weren't allowed to live happily ever after. At the very least, they were required to die tragically. So that code has endured beneath the surface of the media that we've consumed for the longest time, and she, the author, felt like it was time that it died, the death that it deserved. And this book has a lot to do with death, and so I can see where she's coming from and where that is happening after reading the afterword, but I didn't necessarily need to read the afterword in the first two books to get like almost the moral of the story, if you will. So I enjoyed it. It definitely was not my favorite of the three books, but I still think it's a really cute, cozy little romance murder mystery story. So I'm giving it 3.5 stars. And now my camera battery is telling me that it's dying, so I have to be quick about Flawless by Elsie Silver. This was a really cute cowboy romance. Essentially, our main girl, Summer, is sent to essentially babysit this bull rider, Rhett Eaton, because he gets himself into trouble with his sponsors, and he basically needs somebody to make sure that he doesn't do it again. And they fall in love, and it was very cute. I fully believe in this romance that occurred. However, I wonder if this was too straight for me. Our main character, Rhett, so our main male character, he is constantly talking about his boner, for lack of a better word, in like places that don't seem necessary. Like, he's like doing things and he's talking about the fact that he has one, and I'm like, why do you have one right now? Do you have no self-control? And I think that there was too much talk of it for my liking. So this was cute. I wonder if this particular one was too straight for me. I have heard that the other books in the series get better. So I'm going to continue because it was really cute. It had the vibes that I liked from Done and Dusted, but I still like Done and Dusted more. And I'm going to hope that maybe the next book in the series doesn't have that kind of same constant talk about a male erection, because I just wasn't feeling it. So I think that's really all I have to say about this, other than that it was cute. I'm really looking forward to Winter's book, her sister, because of the bombshell that drops, where I was literally sitting here in bed last night with my reading on my Kindle, like shook. So I'm really fascinated to see how that bombshell is going to play out in Winter's story. So if you know, you know. So yeah, that's Flawless. 3 stars. And I'm going to continue with the series and hope that it gets better, or at least that I like it better. And then I haven't fully determined my TBR for August yet, which I need to do, but I do know that the first book I'm reading is Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins, because I read Hunger Games last month with my friend Lorna, and we are reading Catching Fire. And both of us happened to finish Flawless like yesterday too, which I didn't realize she was reading it at the same time, so it's just perfect that we're now continuing on with our little buddy read of Catching Fire. So anyway, that's my update. I've been yapping on for a lot longer than I intended to, so hopefully this is coherent. I'm very tired, and I will try and do better at vlogging. I also really need to update my vlogs. I'm like behind again. I need to figure out a better schedule now that I'm back at work. I do have work tomorrow, 11 to 4. So let's be real. You probably won't see me again until after work. Sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying. It's not working very well, but I am trying. The effort is there, even if you can't see it. Just please trust me and accept my apology. Okay. I'm gonna read Catching Fire. Hey everyone. What day is it? Saturday? It's Saturday. It's like 6 p.m. Almost 7 p.m. I got out of work at 4, and then Charlotte and I went and had dinner at Texas Roadhouse because I was craving a cactus blossom, which is essentially a bloomin' onion. So we went to Texas Roadhouse for dinner, and now I'm home, and I'm so thrilled to be home. And quite honestly, I don't think I'm gonna move from my bed unless absolutely necessary for the rest of the night. I just kind of want to veg and lay around and do some reading in the Hunger Games. Hey y'all, it's Sunday. It's the afternoon, but I did finish the Hunger Games, Catching Fire, book 2. So now I'm on book 3, Mockingjay, but I'm not going to read it until next month. I read it in like less than 24 hours. Once I started, I couldn't stop. I forgot how brutal Catching Fire is. It's awful. It's so sad, and I'm not excited for Mockingjay because my poor PETA. Also, I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Immediate disgust for anyone who's Team Gale. I don't get it. Also, you should know this too. I feel, I'm pretty sure I've also said this before, I feel like PETA should have set the standard for blonde-haired heroes, and yet everybody hates them. Why is that? I feel like we failed PETA. Charlotte walked away. She was having none of this conversation. Anyway, we are headed to get lunch. The boy child is home. And then we're going to the outlets to do some back to school shopping. Very fun. And then we're dropping him off at my parents' house because they are taking him to his second week of surf camp. So he's just gonna stay with them this week. So it'll be like a little mini vacation for him to spend at his Mimi and Papa's house. So that's the update that I have for you. Also, the kitten is back home, and this cat is not incredibly happy about it. But there was no fighting, so we're making progress, I think.